So today, actually, I'm going to show you how to pass professional exams. How you can pass any professional exam. Please make sure that you watch this video right to the end. I have just 10 points I want to share with you. As I once I will share this point with you, once you know them, any exam that you are going to write, I want to guarantee you of success. I guarantee you of success 100% for every exam you're going to write, professional exam you're going to write after you have known this, right? So if you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe. Look below, you see the red button. Subscribe to our channel. So number one is believe that you can pass. So number one thing you have to do to pass the professional exams, you have to believe that you can pass the exam. You see, belief is very powerful. A lot of people lack belief and they don't believe in themselves. So I have all the 10 points with me here. Please make sure that you watch this video and see the 10 points I'm going to give you. If you put this to pass, I want to guarantee you of success in any professional exam they are writing. Number one is that you have to believe you can pass. I'm not referring to a qualification or career someone forced you to follow, but rather the one that can lead you to your goals. If you are going to be successful in passing the professional exam you desire, you must believe that you can make it. You have to remove the limiting belief that you cannot pass a particular professional exam paper. So you have to believe, right, that you can actually succeed. That's the first. Number two, invest to pass professional exams. So you have to invest. If you are truly serious about getting a professional certification, then you must spend your time and money on the course materials, research, networking, etc. Many students cannot pass the exam because they failed to sacrifice the minimum capital of time and money. So for you to actually, the second point in the list is for you to able to invest your time, right? Invest your time in courses, materials, do research, right? Success is guaranteed when you practice all of these. Now, the third point in my list is that practice application of your notes. One of the primary reasons why professional qualifications are assumed to be difficult is that most people cannot easily relate textbooks, lecture notes, and examination questions to real world issues. Nonetheless, professional certifications are developed to prepare your members to tackle real problems. So make sure that you're able to be able to have textbooks, to be able to have textbook, lecture notes, examination questions, and make sure that you do a lot of practice, a lot of revisions, and you are going to be far ahead of others and acquire the success that you need. The fourth point, understand the exam structures. The best way to start learning any course is to review the curriculum and appreciate the various sections. Again, if there is any special marks allocation, is the examiner following it? Following it, the best thing to do is to review the past exam questions of the 5 or 10 settings. On this channel, actually, we have a lot of questions for students that are writing the GC. If you're a student, you're actually writing the GC or any other exam, we have a lot of questions for you, past question revisions for you here. Okay. Now, on this fourth point that we have in our list, what he's saying here is that you have to actually make sure that you revise past questions of what you're writing. Let's say you're writing a competitive exam, make sure that you revise past questions. Go through past questions, those who have written before you, try to see how you can get past questions and make sure that you revise them effectively. Because with proper revisions, most times what you have in the current year has always been what has already come in the previous years. So make sure that you go to 5 to 10 settings behind and revise all those questions because they are very important for your success. The fifth point, take personal summary notes. Many students use summary study notes during reading and the revision period. For instance, during last minute revision, it is only sometimes feasible to read the whole textbook. So make sure that you're always taking note of what you're reading, because most students at times they don't take note. You cannot just take yourself that you're reading and not writing. You should be able to be a student that is able to write down everything you read, because most times what you read is just what is coming for the exam. So make sure that you always jot down, you always write notes, you always take note of everything that you are studying. Have a pen and a paper with you. Have a pen and a paper with you and always jot down everything that you're reading or studying, whether personally or in group. The sixth point in my list: many professional exam papers require the use of formulas or standard procedures in responding to exam questions. The examiner sometimes gives complex formulas, and you are only expected to apply them to the case study. This is very common in calculation courses. So remember the key ideas and formulas. Make sure that you are able to master the key ideas and the formulas that you're studying, right? So make sure that you master the key ideas and the formulas. Don't take anything for granted. Very important. Okay? So let's continue. Number seven, if you have to pass your professional exam, is practice past exam questions. Practice past exam questions. Have you ever heard of a successful athlete, movie star, speaker, or musician who showed up for a performance without practice ahead of time? All these professionals know that to succeed in their careers, they have to allocate some time to learn, practice, and perform. They say practice makes what? Perfect. So make sure that you always practice past exam questions, right? Make sure that you can actually join a study group and you can practice with other students. Practice with other students. Join a lot of group. Do a lot of practice. Is very important for every student. And this is what we actually apply in ourselves and we face result. So make sure that you always do a lot of practice, because this is so important for you. Okay. Now the eighth point in my list is group studies. Two heads are better. Two heads and better. A lot of people read alone. When you study alone as a student, you're going to have limited results, and you're even going to fail the exam you don't care is not taken. So group studies are better. So one of the most compelling benefits of such a is gaining the cooperation of a group of individuals who are willing to advise and share in the spirit of achieving a desired goal. Group studies will not only help you to learn the subject you do not understand, but you can also network with other students. Your network can refer you to job opportunities. So group studies are very important, on the sense that when you study in a group, you are able to have the knowledge of other students that you don't have by yourself. You may be limited when you study alone, but when you study in group, you find that limitations are actually being taken away. So make sure that you study in a group as a student, and make sure that you prioritize that, because also you can have some job opportunities, right? You can have your friends that tomorrow they are well settled, they remember you, say, okay, this is our person or friend which is studying group, and you find yourself that you are connected because of your network to other students. So make sure that you have other students connected with you, because you don't know, as you people are going with professional exams, there may be job opportunities after that that only your friend can be connected. So group studies are very important. Number nine is allocate your exact time, your exam time. Okay, you have several months to prepare for the exam, but only a few hours to pass. So you need to manage your time during and after the exam effectively. So make sure that you manage your time very well. Don't waste your time on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and be viewing videos of other people, right? Videos of other people making money. So make sure that you allocate a lot of time for your exams, because you only have few hours to write that exam, but you have a lot of time to prepare for it. So spend a lot of time on your book work, and make sure that you have mastered your time very well, and master your exams structure and what is going to come for your exam. So the last point in my list, I'll talk about 10 points on how to pass any professional exams. Don't annoy the examiners. Very important. Don't annoy the examiner. I've said many times in my videos that examiners actually determine if you're going to pass, and most of them don't care. All they care about is to make their money once they get your paper marked. Now, have you ever seen an examiner angry while marking the scripts? No, they do not get angry by frowning, but they do not give full marks to candidates who did not observe some basic principles. Principles like the correct format and proper referencing. The examiner has very little time to mark your paper. If your paper is examiner friendly, you are going to get good marks. If you want to be a student, then you have to study, learn beyond textbooks, and relate the material to real life scenarios. You can learn more professional exam and study the tips, so you can actually get more tips for my videos, okay, if you want to. So make sure that you work in line with your examiners, and when you are getting to the exam hall, write any professional exam, make sure that your number and your name, everything is well put, everything is well structured. But most times students fail exams because they fail to have a proper structure, they fail to be able to put their information accurately. The name is either missing, their number is either missing, and that is why most of them fail the exam. So to be friendly, your examiners actually mean that give exactly what they want, and also make sure that your introduction and conclusion for every subject that you're writing should be accurate. So that's what I had for you guys today. Go ahead, write your exam. I wish you success, and don't forget to come back to this video to revise, to watch this video. If you have failed in any point, make sure that you tick it, you mark it, and you make yourself better. I wish you well for your exams.